are. We're
Okay.
chit-chatting right away. And welcome to Channel 36. And we have delightful guest tonight who was on before, the return of Alaska Diamond Osborne. Okay, and she's here with us with her husband, Paul.
Nice to meet you, Laraine.
So we've been talking right away. And to start off the show, I did ask them how they met. And she told me she did real estate before, and that's how they met. True?
That's true. I still am a luxury real estate
Okay.
agent in Las Vegas, so anybody who wants to buy a house, I'm your girl. I'm online.
And it was love at first sight. And that's
Definitely. For me, it was, yeah, for sure. Love at first sight.
Well, love at first sight, yeah. It was surprising how he was my customer, and then, yeah, we fell in love and started dating
Yeah, that's how it started.
and started being married.
Started being married very
Well,
soon.
that's when it happens, anyhow,
Yeah.
right? But anyhow, she was on before, and it was cuddling service. Now, I had many people after she was on the show. They came to me and they said, "Now listen, cuddling service. What is this all about?" She said it was legit. Of course, this is the way she wanted to run it, but it didn't come out that way. Not at all. It came out completely different, a little bit weird, a little bit. And let's tell the folks what happened with the gentleman with the sweater. What he
Right, okay.
requested. Okay.
Right?
listen to this.
I'm a little embarrassed to tell it, but because he may see this, but I'll keep it anonymous. The gentleman called and he wanted the girl to come out. He wanted her to be about 100 pounds, very slim and small, and he wanted her to wear a cardigan with a zipper on the front. So he sent a video of exactly the style the cardigan should be, and it was a woman putting the cardigan on and zipping it up. And the girl was happy to do it. The cuddler went over there. It was very professional. She said that she went there. She wore the sweater. They talked, cuddled, and held hands and had coffee.
Okay. But there are a lot of odd things like that going on. You were worried about it. Everything's a risk in business, okay?
Yes.
So you were thinking and deciding, I think I better get some insurance, correct?
Right. So I wanted to make sure I had some liability insurance if anything happened while any of the cuddlers, male or female, were out doing cuddles.
Right.
A lot of companies couldn't get the underwriting for it, so I was extremely worried about my liability
Of course.
and not being able to cover my employees, of course, because if they have anything happen, I would feel horrible and want to
Of course.
So what I decided to do with my husband, plus he was explaining to me, you are in the middle of something where there's a lot of liability, number one. Number two, you have to worry about grown folks. You're telling them all these rules. You can't tell grown folks what to do all the time. It was a long list of rules. Maybe you should think of something else. I don't want to give up on cuddling because I believe in cuddling and the good that can come out of it. And there are the
It's
health
good for the body,
benefits.
like we were discussing. I mean, you feel, a person's intellect, their soul, their spirit. You feel.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what? Cuddling helps reduce your stress levels, your cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone, and it gives you anxiety, trouble with digestion, headaches. It can lead to heart disease, and it's just a bad thing, stress, for your long-term health. So cuddling and hugging stages off.
Better than taking drugs.
Well, you know what?
Unless you need it.
Your body is stimulated. As soon as someone touches you, it's like a reward touch sensation in your brain. It's science.
It's an electric
You're
response,
rewarded
I think, that goes off
by
right away.
touch. Yeah, and it reduces your stress levels, and it is great for your health. It's good for you. It also lowers your blood pressure.
Right.
It helps you sleep better at night.
Okay.
It does all kinds of things.
Okay. So
yeah.
then let's get into the nitty-gritty here. So then you decided, let's just switch
To the dating site.
To the dating site. Okay. Let's get something a little more safer, but a risk. But everything's a risk today, like I
Everything's a
told you.
risk.
Everything you do is a risk today, so you have to go into it and try.
So we stick with cuddling, and now it's more exciting because people were calling and asking to date the cuddlers, and I thought, well, like you said, don't have so many rules, so we're going to rewrite the rules and make it a dating situation. There was a community on Craigslist for people who wanted to meet platonically and cuddle, and maybe something more come from it. And there's meetups on Meetup, and they have these cuddle parties and things like that. So basically I took that idea and I'm running with it.
That's
and it's
good.
going really well.
you're running with it, but you're running with something else too. Like
That's
I told
right.
you, the touch.
Touch
Therapy, and it's really big today too. Here we go again. And I said to her, now, what are you going to do? You have a party, you have a touch party. You mean people are going to come in and touch and nothing's going to happen? How do you control that? How will you control that?
Okay, during these touch therapy parties, it's a party, it's a bash. So people are going to come in and like you said, love at first sight, we're going to say love at first touch. We're spreading love and giving love.
Okay.
And that's the thing that makes us feel good and feel healthier and feel better. So at these bashes, the only thing that I would say is if somebody was acting out, the security would take them away. So we have safety there. Any women that want to come there on their own are safe. Security is there, and we're in great venues. Like our first venue is am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say that?
That's okay.
Our first venue is at the Rio. So in Las Vegas, it's fully secured there. We have our own security. But when you come to the bashes, it's entertainment. So we have live entertainment, entertainers, we have live singer, we have a DJ, we have door prizes for best dressed people. I mean, it's exciting. You're going to feel good. You're going to make new connections.
Well, I would think that in something like that, when there are a lot of people around, no one's going to try anything.
Right.
But like with the cuddling service, you're alone with that person in
You
that
are.
room, right?
Yep. So you have to
Okay.
trust that they're going to follow the rules of the contract.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that
So-
could change.
Yeah.
So if it's leading to, okay, so when you touch can turn into something that is more. Okay.
Right, exactly.
So now you're an adult, you're at a party, you can decide if you want to see this person more, see it out, go run off outside of the party, or, you know, and,
I mean,
and
you're
turn into
adults,
a
right.
relationship.
Exactly.
It's consenting adults at a party. It's a dating site, it's a dating party, it's a cuddle party, it's a bash. So I want people to come there and feel safe. I want them to come there and feel comfortable. And I want them to feel good about touching each other.
And that's what you're going to
Cuddling is
explain
touching
to them when they
strangers.
come in. This is what you explain with the touching
Yeah.
therapy. I mean, they have offices all over. They have specialists on this today, okay? And you're spreading this.
Cafes.
You're going to Europe with this, are you? You're going
We're
to
doing all of the United States, or a lot of the
it'll
United
be
States,
national.
traveling around to do these cuddle
Eventually
bashes.
Europe, yeah.
Okay.
So everybody doesn't have to come to Las Vegas, even though it's a lot of fun. And then we're going to be doing it in Europe as well. So anyone can call us up and have us come and host
yeah.
the party in their area too.
I think an immediate positive thing from it that I think is if you book a cuddle session as it was before, and it's just two of you,
Yes.
you could turn up and be disappointed. You might see something online, which sometimes never normally works out when you see the person.
He means the profile photo.
the person.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. That's
now,
true.
If you're involved in a group and you're talking to someone and you don't like, or you move on.
You move on.
Yeah,
Yes, Lee.
you do. You meet them like you said. You touch and you get to know the person's
Right.
soul, and you feel their energy, and you know if there's a connection or a possibility.
Well, yeah,
of a
you feel
friendship.
that.
It's
You
way
know
more
something?
relaxing.
Me, I would feel comfortable and I
Yeah.
wouldn't be afraid because there are people all around me.
Much more
Okay,
sociable. Much
but
more sociable.
I would certainly be afraid in a room with somebody
For sure.
next to me better. But I would really feel really at ease. But I think that's going to really
Yeah.
be good for you.
So we're interrupting the cuddle situation, the whole industry, like you said,
Right.
and we're rewriting the rules, and we're making it okay to be free and be honest with the way you feel,
Right.
and maybe make a connection with a couple or a new cuddle buddy or something.
Uh-huh. I mean, you have to move on. If this doesn't work, then you try something else, right?
That's right.
Okay, and
You
she
know
is a
it.
great partner. I mean, I did ask him before because she's a lovely lady, Alaska, and she's a good-looking body there and everything, and she had pictures. And, you know, not that he's prudish, your husband, or anything like that. We're going to get to Dr. Phil later on and everything. But he felt kind of funny when you were showing parts of your body on that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So he thought about that and he realized it, and then they were thinking, and I said to you, hey, it's the principle. Look, you see celebrities
Yeah.
on magazine covers where they're nude, or they have a cover over here, very little wearing, but that's okay,
Yeah.
you know? So he thought about this and he thought, she didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
did.
okay what my wife's doing.
Yeah, I'm fully behind her for sure. Before it was hard, it was new and it was hard, to watch the way she was actually marketing it.
Right.
But like you say, since the Dr. Phil show, I look at it completely differently.
Different. Yeah.
Completely differently. Yeah. And what she's doing now is brilliant. It's brilliant. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
great.
we're still on Facebook and Instagram promoting it that way. The pictures are still sexy, but that's dating. You're not gonna go to a dating site if you're not finding anything attractive.
Listen, Alaskan Paul, everything they sell, pair of jeans on a billboard.
Yeah.
It's all sensuous.
Yeah.
It's perfume. Look at that on television commercial. They're selling sex.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
The nature of the business.
It's a come
It
on.
sells. Yeah. That's what sells.
You have to mean, but
It's a come on.
it's a come on. Both of them were on Dr. Phil,
Yep.
and it was quite an experience. We were talking about this before the show started, and she was disappointed,
Big time.
big time, and she felt like she wasn't treated right, both of them, and she felt like she was being attacked.
Yes.
Okay, and because of what went on, they got a video together. It's going to be a satirical video on Dr. Phil, and it's going to be out on YouTube. It's going to be out all over. It's her way of being nice, but in a way of getting back and saying, hey, I don't deserve this.
That's right. We're
I'm a guest on your show.
Yeah.
Be a little bit civil to me. But she was really shocked, right?
extremely shocked. I was taken back because I expected him to talk to us, not at us. And
I don't think
that wasn't
shocked is the right
therapy.
word. I think hurt is the right word.
Yeah, I was angry after.
But the thing is, I asked you, why did you go on his show? And then he said it was the idea of what his wife was doing with the pictures and everything like that.
I was really struggling with dealing with that.
Yeah.
I really was.
And that's why they were on the show.
Yeah, the marketing tool, it wasn't sitting good with me at all.
It wasn't
At
just
that
the
time.
marketing, it was the pictures and then the comments that I was receiving
Right.
from the people on Facebook and Instagram and things, the reaction to the pictures. But they're just sexy pictures, I
You
guess,
see-
because you can talk to somebody.
But the
maybe
trouble
they take
was, I
advantage.
was paying note to that, where Alaska was just don't worry
Yeah,
about
he's
it.
reading them out.
Yeah, you see what I mean? So I'm daily suffering, and she's just like, it's business, don't worry about it, Don't worry about it, let's go, let's just keep moving forward, which is exactly what she did. Mm-hmm. Exactly what she did. And I had to either join that or continue being disgruntled by it, which I chose not to do. And like I say, although the experience on Dr. Phil was horrendous for her, not as bad for me. It wasn't nice for me, but nowhere near as bad as
Right.
as how they come at her.
Because it was unexpected. The whole thing was unexpected.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, not because of Dr. Phil, because of ourselves,
Right.
we're in a much better place. A much better place. Because of watching that back, I've learned a lot more about it. A hell of a lot more.
Well, like you said, we learn every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
We grow and we
Yeah.
learn. That makes us more aware, maybe to go in a better direction and everything.
Well, I'm understanding now what it exactly is, what it is she's trying to achieve. So, it makes it easier.
It does.
For me, it does, yeah.
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 Well, both of you, I said, they work so well together. I said, it's amazing, but I told Paul I love his accent. Of course, he's from England, of course,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah, all the way from London. Yeah, but like I say, the position we're in today is a far better one than walking out in that studio that day. For me, it was like,
Well, we were kept separate, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, after you do this now, do you have another passion that you'd like to get into to go a step farther? Have you been thinking about it at all?
well, I think
Mine-
once your touch parties start getting really busy, I can't see it leaving a lot of time for.
The touch parties, the peer group is around 40, so this is basically almost like a singles thing where you can go and you could be a couple that comes to these parties as well.
Okay, yeah.
So it can be a couples thing because there's nothing wrong with couples wanting to touch each other.
There's no exclusion of anyone. really.
Right, or maybe bringing more people into their relationships. I just want it to be open so that people understand that everyone's welcome of every kind, and that we're going to start maybe getting a little bit deeper, maybe doing a membership. So that is what we were talking about this morning, doing a membership where people can join and get in the more elite parties that we're planning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just basically giving people something to look
But like a
forward to.
membership club, like.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So
Like
the
an elite
bashes are
club,
open
yeah.
to everyone, but we're going to have a tier club situation going on where the parties are getting a little bit more private.
I just think
So maybe more touching will be allowed, sort of a
Yeah.
thing, kind of give you that idea. So yeah, it'll be more touching.
I mean, where we are based in Las Vegas, if you want to go out and do anything that's remotely romantic, it's not an easy place to do that.
You tell me.
It's
I lived in
not-
Vegas
yeah.
for years.
Yeah, it's not
like I was
easy.
It's
telling
true.
you.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
You've got to be
It's-
prepared to go out and lose money
Right.
and with a smile on your
Give
face.
it away.
It's a hard place. Vegas is a hard place.
Yeah.
I told them I lived in Vegas for years, and when I left Vegas to go to Minnesota, and they found out that I was from Las Vegas, and I forgot to tell you this, they called, you're from Sin City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told them I had a hard time getting a job. They wouldn't give me a
Yeah.
job because I lived and came from Las Vegas.
Yeah,
they
that's
said,
not
all
fair.
whores are from Las Vegas. That's it.
That's disgusting.
And a mentality like that was
Yeah.
bad. But
No,
finally,
it's not
I reached a company and they disagreed with it, okay? And everything was fine. But you'll get this no matter where. But this was a long time ago. Things have changed. Sorry, no, I like Minnesota. This was ages ago. I don't want to get any blast.
People
No.
in
because of that.
Minnesota are so nice.
Right,
Right?
definitely.
Yeah.
But like I said, you're into a business. I don't care what business you're going into. It's like touch and go. We'll try it this way. If it doesn't work, then we don't stop.
No.
Let's try it this way and keep going at
It's a
it
learning
until
process,
we reach a point where we say, okay, I'm satisfied. It's working well. Everybody's happy. And no complaints.
No.
And then you have it made, I think. Yeah.
I just think trying to create something where people can relax and
Yeah, be
enjoy this.
themselves.
This is the main thing, like you said,
Yeah.
relieve
Yeah.
stress.
Yeah.
And don't forget that right now men are having a hard time. I mean, the ones that are in trouble for what they've done.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's a hard time for men to be able to touch or speak or do anything around women
Oh, yeah,
without
because
being
harassment.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, it's that fear. And it's that scare out there. They don't know how to react now with a woman. Do I go that far and everything? You say one word where, did you have a nice night last night or something like that? Everybody's ready to sue.
Yeah.
Right, so we want men to also come there, not just women, to feel safe and feel an environment that they're comfortable and they can actually relax
Right.
and they can interact with women and men
Uh-huh.
or whatever it is they feel like they want to do without worrying. So
I
we're
just-
trying to create that situation too.
Yeah, but you've already created a place where people can go, and you know everybody going there is looking for pretty much the same thing that you are,
Exactly.
yeah.
which is
like-minded.
contact, excitement.
Right.
Is this person the person for me?
Or the thrill with the
Yeah,
other
all that-
person.
all that stuff, and that's what she's creating.
Yeah.
The bash is actually happening on the 2nd of September. It's a Sunday, the day before Labor Day, so everybody has Monday off.
Yeah,
I
get
like
all
your
the,
I thought that
earrings.
was great. I love America.
get all the
Yeah,
Virgos
you
there.
could tell
I
that.
love America, baby.
Oh my goodness, you wear them well, that's for sure.
Yes.
That's great. Oh my God.
I can't wait for the first one in London. Then I can.
Then I'll
Oh,
get some
wait a
English
second.
rings.
How about London? You're going to London with this, aren't you?
We're
Yeah.
going to London, we're going to France, and possibly Spain. But
Yeah,
London and
possibly
France.
Spain.
I'm sure you're going to do London first.
We'll do London
course.
first.
Your family's over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in London as a little boy, so I'll probably know my way around when we get there.
Oh, Paul, I want to ask you, what does your family think of this now? Your family.
Yeah, they're all behind it. I mean, at the end of the day, they know I love Alaska, so family's family, right?
Right?
They love me too, so.
I'm sure they love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole
They don't have a
concept of
choice.
it. The concept.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Look, English people are very.
Well, yeah, they're uptight a
They're
lot.
very. So they don't. They're very old-fashioned.
Yes, from what I heard.
Yeah, they're very old-fashioned. So it's another hard thing to grasp. But dating now, I mean, because of the times we live in, it's everywhere.
I know.
Dating websites, they're everywhere. So it's way more easy to break into that market. But the way Alaska's pitching this, I don't think there's going to be anything to touch it.
Do they have anything like this in London?
No, nothing this elite. Definitely not. No, I mean what you'll get in London is a word of mouth place to go.
Do they have a lot of dating sites there?
There'll be dating sites, very similar to America. Similar dating sites, but it would work mainly in London. It would be word of mouth. Someone would say, "Oh, that's a good club. The age group is this. The people are that," and then other people would sort of hear it and then start going. You know,
Okay.
the way Alaska's going, she's going to reach a lot more people a lot faster. So
I think with her, personality
Yeah.
too and everything, a long
Yeah.
way. Do they show a lot of skin on the dating sites over there?
Yeah, I mean, it's very, like I say, it's very similar to America. If you want to go online and find something that's racy, you can. If you want to go online and find something that's conservative, you can.
You can go to the
Yeah, it's up to
newsstand in
you. Yeah.
England and find something racy at the
Yeah, you
newsstand.
can-
I couldn't believe it. When I went there, the whole top is
Well,
on,
like I
on
said,
their
everybody
cover.
thinks of England, like you said, they're kind of
They're different.
stuffy and,
I'll tell you
and
what's
that's it.
different.
Nice people, great place to go, but very conservative.
Yeah, what's different?
Excuse me.
People would sit and make fun of you for being on a dating website and go, "You had to go," they'd make fun of you, but go home and do exactly the same thing.
They would do the same.
That's the difference
love
with
it.
English people,
I
you know?
Dating sites are wonderful because you can reach out and find a lot of people from
Reach out.
anywhere
You know
that are
something?
like-minded.
How do you meet people? Let's face it. Now, years ago, when I would go to cocktail lounges, we would go sit down. Now, it's a risk. When we meet someone in a bar, cocktail lounge, we start talking. You don't know that person.
No.
It's the same thing. You meet, if you like each other, you date, okay?
Yeah.
But today, it's not that way. All the younger ones are at the
The
bars and that. So where do the people say 50 and over go?
Yeah.
This is it.
That's
so
exactly
we're
it.
on dating sites, and that's it.
Or a cuddle bash with us, a
Yeah.
to touch.
Or parties or what,
Yeah.
that's it.
My take on it, I think nowadays people are a lot more desperate. That's what I think. I just think there's a lot of people out there that are craving meeting the right person, and they go
Trying
from
to
person
jump-
to person.
Well, you're
and
right.
It
I'm one
doesn't
of
work out. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm looking for a relationship.
Yeah.
Not that I'm
No,
desperate.
but I'm not casting out on every single, but I see a lot of it. Only because I've been close to, and you see some of the questions, and I'm just like, you need to just calm down, you know. Take a chill pill, and you will get to meet the person who's right for you.
Right.
Because you see a lot of people jumping into this, and
Too fast.
way too fast, and all of a sudden it goes wrong, and they wonder why.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of people out there who
I
meet
know.
someone and go, you look what I like, what I want.
Yeah, you look
So I'm
like
going to
it."
tear into this.
Yeah.
And let's
Force it.
It's just crazy. It's just too quick. That's the dangerous thing about dating websites.
Yeah, that 90-day fiancé. That's where we're
Yeah,
seeing
people
the
just
most
tend to
desperation.
and you don't even know if this person is telling you the truth.
That
You don't
that
know.
show
There's
there.
bad lies, yes, but there's also good lies.
Of course.
Right?
Of
You know?
course.
So at the end of the day, you do have to be careful, and that's why I like the cuddle bashes, because it's the real person standing in front of you. That's what I like about that.
Well, my dates when I go, not all, but a few of the men, they said, they all want to hold right away. Oh, let me hug you.
Yeah.
So I guess they want to get the feel or the connection from that, as long as the hands stay in the right place.
Yeah, for sure.
I had a couple that were moving down below. I said, keep your hand on top, that's it, but not on top
Brilliant.
here.
Yeah.
But
my gosh.
I see this is why they do it, I think, some of the people. And I think they're anxious to get in a relationship, someone solid, because...
They're craving touch. Touch
yeah.
deprivation. Touch deprivation, a lot of people suffer from it, and they probably don't even realize it.
Those touch parties going to be good. Even with your dating site, you have to meet someone to really know someone in
You do.
person. You do.
And spend time with them. And
Yeah, because a lot of people write great resumes and profiles, but when you meet them, they're completely
It's
opposite.
out the
Yeah.
window. Yeah.
They can't communicate, and they're like a different individual.
One of the biggest shocks for me, what I saw from seeing people online who Alaska's dealt with to seeing them in person, was how photogenic some people are. And then when you see them in real life,
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
Oh, I
yeah,
know.
some people,
I
with the
hear
greatest
know
of respect, I
exactly
look and
what
I
you're
go
talking
like,
about in particular.
I
You've got
hear
$1 million
stories.
camera in your house somewhere, you know what I mean?
or they're editing it or
Oh
something.
my God. And you're just like, and that's what this touch takes out of the equation.
Yeah.
Because like I said to you, two people, you could arrange that for weeks and weeks and weeks and go there, and we're all good at like masking, but you sit there and it don't take you but 2 or 3 minutes to go, well, you're nothing like what I thought you was.
Yeah.
You don't sound the same, you don't look the same, and I really do want to get out of this environment right now.
Yeah. And there, like I said, I'm not sure if I did say, but on Craigslist there was a community of people who did want to do that, who were doing it, and now they've taken that off of Craigslist. Craigslist is just business now. Every post you make now you're paying for. There's no more of those personals on there.
Yeah.
So everybody from there can come over to Seek and Cuddles, and they can also come to the bashes and get that instant gratification they're looking for, because that's what they were seeking
I
on
mean,
there.
even if one certain bash or one certain touch party, you don't find the right person, one thing you're guaranteed is a good night.
Yeah.
You're going to be
A
guaranteed
damn
a good
good
night.
night.
And maybe on the second or the third one, you find that person you'll be looking for.
Yeah,
But maybe
we've got beautiful
I want to ask you
entertainers there.
something. If they come into the party they want to touch, and suppose they touch somebody and they don't feel it, so you could go to the next person and talk to them and touch too, right?
Everyone will be in the same mindset as you. They'll be open and friendly and ready to be embraced.
I like that word, embrace.
Yeah,
for sure.
Full
That's
embrace.
good because that's romantic.
Yeah.
We even get it on a romantic vein here a
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
But that's what it is. That's what she's trying
Building
to
I want to
do
bring
so
love
hard.
and romance into the picture.
Yeah. Oh, it will be sexy and romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
will be.
I think you know, the girls have got a dress to impress, get themselves done up, look forward to a brilliant night out, and looking to meet the right person.
I just want to say that the entertainers are going to be cuddling too. We have beautiful entertainers there. We've got live
stunning.
singer there. Everyone who's there is involved and interacting. So it's not just a very dry walk up and say hello to a stranger. You know, we'll have people that are going to come up to you and talk to you.
the
and
energy will be
touch
right.
you. You know, when you first greet somebody, you'll
Yeah.
be greeted at the door with a lovely touch, and it's very romantic and sexy. A lot of fun. Open bar, did I mention that? So everybody gets a little relaxed.
A little bit high.
Yeah, just a little
Yeah,
cocktail.
good time.
Just a little cocktail. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well,
In
you know what I
moderation, for
say,
sure.
even in a marriage, a little sexual intonation is wonderful. Keep your relationship like a love affair continually to
Yeah.
make it good. Correct?
Yeah, for sure.
We have never missed a date night since we've been married. Saturday night is date night, and that's what it is.
And you married when? What year?
2009.
2009?
Yeah.
You're like newlyweds.
Yeah, we act like newlyweds. You know? That's how it is. How can you know if a girl is beautiful as that?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
You were wonderful. And I got so excited I didn't
you so
mention
much.
my magic vibes, positive energy.
Well done.
Oh, well, everybody can see it. I mean, look at your shot.
Yeah, I
for
know.
sure.
I know. Thank you. I love you. And you're wonderful.
Oh, thank
It
you.
was
We
great,
both love
yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Not
very
really.
much.
Great,
You were
very
so wonderful.
interesting, and a lot
Thank
of
you so much for
fun.
inviting me.
And I always wish you the best, the very best.
Thank you, Laraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brighten people's life, and I want to see that video.
Oh, the video will be out next week.
Okay.
Yeah, you're about to.
It's going to be
show it.
hilarious and fun and funny and
Beyond any of that. Beyond any of that. It is, without doubt, a masterpiece. All done by her. Directed, shot, she done the makeup, hired the whole start to finish.
Oh, they showed me the makeup
Done
what she
by-
did. That's a good job what you did on
Thank
him
you.
as Dr.
She's so
Phil.
talented, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Seriously.
very good.
thank you so much.
Keep praising her and keep that relationship going strong.
Yeah, we
That's
intend
it.
to.
Okay.